I love baseball cards. Got 'em, need 'em, got 'em, need 'em, need 'em, got 'em, need 'em.
Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports. This is actually part 2 of my October card show pickups video. The previous video features some autographed cards and some vintage football and baseball cards. However, the video was just getting a little too long in length, so I decided to split the video in two and give you part 2 of my October card show pickups. As I mentioned in the previous video, this card show is held at a mall, and it's typically a 3-day card show. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday is really a good day to go because that's when a lot of people are showing up and setting up and they're eager to sell things. Saturday is probably the best day to go, but sometimes you miss the deals on Friday. And Sunday is kind of the slowest day to go because a lot of people are just wrapping up. They're looking to get out of there, and sometimes some of the vendors don't even stay through Sunday. So anyways, if you're ever in the Springfield, Missouri area, definitely check out Battlefield Mall. They have a card show about 2 to 3 times a year. And if you happen to be in the area and you're going to come to the show, give me a holler and maybe I'll meet up with you at it and we can do some shopping together. So with that being said, I went back the second day and I went through some vintage football and baseball boxes. And these are 90% off boxes, meaning that some of the cards have flaws on them that, there's writing on the card, there's a rounded corner, one of these cards has a staple mark through it, but I've said this many, many times that I enjoy collecting. And I know that people enjoy grading, getting the highest graded PSA or Beckett graded card that they can find of something. But I'm sometimes just happy in the fact that I get a card. For example, the cards I'm going to share with you here in a minute are cards that any person would want in their collection. And with that being said, I'm just going to jump in there and show you the biggies, and then I'm going to show you the not so biggies, and I'm going to start with the best first. So this is a 1969 Topps Johnny Unitas card. And as you can see, the corners are rough. About every corner is rough. There's a slash on the side here. There's a few markings on there. The back is not horrible, as you can see. But it's not the nicest and prettiest card out there, that's for sure. But you can see the $5 price tag on there, which I thought was more than fair of a price for that card. The second one out of that same set is a Gale Sayers. Very, very nice card. Very, very nice card. And again, there's a nice big slash up here in the corner. Nothing that I could control, but for only $4, I thought, why not? It's a vintage card. Now this next one is a 1967 Bart Starr for only $4. And again, visually, it's got some writing on it up here. It's very hard to see, but there is some writing right there on the card. The back isn't in horrible shape. The corners are rounded. However, I thought for $4, not a bad deal at all. Hopefully that'll stay sitting there. And so staying on the 1969 Topps set, here is a Dick Butkus that has a staple hole through the bottom and the top, or probably some kid or something stapled it up against their wall or put it in their notebook or whatever. But, you know, I thought for $4, you know, for having Dick Butkus, you know, you can see the staple mark right there. I thought, you know, why not for $4? I'm going to keep the stand for a baseball card. We'll get to that in a second. Now, finally, these next three, they're not the prettiest. However, they're Hall of Famers, and the price was right. As you can see, the backs aren't the prettiest. But here's a Hugh McElwain card for only 80 cents, and I believe these are 63 tops, or Philadelphia, one of the two. I apologize if I got that wrong. But a Hugh McElwain, a Lenny Moore, which is the former halfback of the Colts, for only 80 cents, and a Doug Atkins from that same set, which is the former tight end Hall of Famer for the Chicago Bears. So very cool to have all three of those in my collection. And finally, I did get one baseball card, and this is the one that the seller noticed. He's like, oh, I didn't realize Clemente was on there. A 1964 Topps batting leaders, Tommy Davis, Roberto Clemente, Dick Groat, and Hank Aaron for only $3. And condition wise, aside from this stain up here in the top corner, you know, and I don't know what that stain's from, could be dirt, could be anything, but this is actually not a bad card. I mean, for only $3, I mean, that was a steal. I mean, the corners aren't the sharpest, but for $3 for a Clemente / Aaron card, I thought that was definitely worth it. So anyways, I grabbed all of these, put that Clemente back in the picture frame there. I grabbed all of these, and in addition to that, I went through just like I did with the football cards and the cards the previous day. I got a stack of cards for potential Through the Mail Thursday videos. So I'm just going to thumb through these, and these are, you know, people that have been known signers for baseball. I don't think I got any football in this stack. There might be one or two football in there, actually, now that I mention it. But these are all known people to sign through the mail, so hopefully you'll be seeing a lot of these, you know, in future episodes of Through the Mail Thursdays. Again, pay no attention to the price tag on these, because these were all bundled together in one big price. So here we are. And I'm just going to thumb through these. I'm not going to read the names to you. You guys can see who they are. Unless, you know, they're kind of small like Bob Skinner there. It's hard to see. I'll try to get less blurry while I'm doing this. Had some blurry camera footage there. Sorry about that. Three J hooks. Hal may have just passed away. Crap. I just realized that. I think Hal Narrigan just passed away, so I won't be getting that one signed. That was a mistake on my part. So I was correct. Hal Narrigan did pass away on August 31st, 2019. So just about a month and a half ago, he actually passed away. So that was an error on my part. Sometimes I overlook that. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have bought that card in the stack there. So in total, this is what I paid for the Johnny Unitas, the Gale Sayers, the Dick Butkus, everything that you see here, including the stack of Through the Mail Thursday cards. $30 for the entire lot. So roughly between the two card shows, I roughly spent about $100. That was my budget going into the card show. So tell me what you guys think between the two videos. Did I spend my $100 well? Do you not think so? I think with the vintage cards and the autographs that I got in the first video, I think it was $100 well spent. You know, again, unfortunately how Narragon passed away, but you can't be perfect when you're going through, you know, so many vintage cards. But, you know, it happens. So thank you for taking the time to join me for both of these episodes. I know they both were kind of long. I was expecting only to shoot one episode, but I had so many cards. I mean, in total, I probably got close to, I would say, almost 300 to 400 vintage cards at this last show. So, you know, and those were 300 to 400 that I got to pick out. They weren't sight unseen, you know, and with the autographs, you know, I just felt really happy and very confident about this show. And I definitely am looking forward to the next one that's coming up in February. So thanks for watching. Look forward to your comments below. And as I always say, happy collecting.